Welcome to the 2013 NCAA Men's Lacrosse Rules and Officiating video. The Rules Committee has prepared this video to educate the lacrosse community on the new rules and points of emphasis for the 2013 season. Please note that this video is intended to be educational, and the use of video footage in no way is intended to embarrass any team or official. Let's start with the major rules changes approved by the Rules Committee for this year. A complete listing of the rules changes may be found in the rules book. The committee made several changes to the stick specifications. No more than one sidewall string on each side of the cross will be allowed. All strings hanging from cross may not exceed 2 inches in length. No cross may have any tape affixed to the plastic. This does not include the cross of a goalkeeper. The circumference of the shaft must not exceed 3.5 inches. Therefore, donut-type devices, including excessive tape, are not permitted. Any additional strings or laces, for example shooting strings, must be located within and not touching 4 inches from the top of the cross. The 4-inch measurement is from the top of the plastic in an arc. A violation of any of these rules is a 3-minute non-releasable penalty. The stick shall be removed from the game and placed at the scorer's table. After checking the pocket depth, the following 3 field tests shall be administered by the officials to ensure stick specifications are met. The ball will be placed in the cross, perpendicular to the ground, at the throat. Then the cross is tipped forward 90 degrees. The ball is placed in the cross, horizontal to the ground, at the deepest point of the pocket. Then the cross is tipped forward 90 degrees, so the ball rolls out at the tip of the head. The ball is placed in the back of the cross at the deepest point of the pocket and pushed in to reverse the pocket. The cross is inverted 180 degrees. The ball must come out of the cross without shaking the stick. If the stick fails any of these field tests, it is an illegal cross and a 3-minute non-releasable foul will be enforced. The cross cannot be used for the remainder of the game and will be kept at the scorer's table. Most substitutions will now be made on the fly. The horn signaling substitution will no longer exist. Free substitutions may take place during other normal stoppages, for example, a goal scored, timeouts, etc. The committee has made a few adjustments to the face-off rules with the continued intent of conducting the face-off fairly. Here's a good example of how the face-off should be conducted.
When we come down, make sure the ball's in the center of your cross. Make sure your sticks are parallel to the ground. Nothing's touching the white line or the red box. Once I bring you down, I'll say set, and then blow the whistle. Down, set.
Tape of a contrasting color to the gloves and cross must be placed on the handle just below the throat of the cross of any and all players taking a face-off. This is to assist the official in determining that a player's glove is not in contact with the head of the cross. When a violation occurs, the face-off player is no longer required to leave the field. After 2 pre- or post-whistle violations in one half by a team, subsequent violations will result in a 30-second technical penalty. This penalty will be served by the in-home. Wing players that false start will count toward the 3 per half. Any other violations by a wing player are considered post-whistle. Only players taking the draw may be penalized for a post-whistle face-off violation. This clip shows a face-off player in white with his glove clearly touching the plastic of his cross. Additionally, the players are not allowed to be aligned over their heads. In this example, the player in white clearly has his hand on the cross before coming down for the face-off. Officials are instructed to go through the normal procedure. If a player's hand is touching the head after the official gives the set command, The official shall stop the process, preferably without blowing the whistle, and penalize the player for illegal procedure and award the ball to the opponent. This shows the face-off players in the proper position at the set. Officials are instructed to strictly enforce the face-off rules pertaining to the illegal pinning of an opponent's cross and body. Officials should key on the face-off player's arms. Here are two staged examples of pinning the cross.
Down, set. Legal procedure, gold, pinning the cross. White ball. Down, set. White ball.
In this face-off, the ball comes loose, and in the battle for the ball, the player in white uses his body to pin his opponent's cross. Excellent positioning by the official, who sees this violation and makes the proper call. This is a post-whistle violation, and this year will count toward the white team's accumulation. The committee continues to focus on illegal tactics used by some face-off players. Grabbing the ball or the opponent's cross with the hand is unsportsmanlike conduct. When there is a violation after the face-off that does not relate to the face-off, for example, a loose ball push, this violation will not be counted toward the team accumulation. This is an example showing the red player's stick not parallel to the midline. This is a clear pre-whistle violation. This is a pre-whistle violation where the white player's stick is not parallel to the center line. An official properly administers this violation and quickly restarts play. Note that the face-off man does not have to leave the field. Additionally, white team players must be 5 yards from the gold team player with the ball before he may legally defend him. Here, a wing player jumps before the whistle. This is the only time a violation by a wing player will count toward a team's accumulation of face-off violations in a half.
Set.
This is a face-off violation where the offending player immediately defends the player with the ball on the restart. This is an illegal procedure violation on the gold team player. He must give the player with the ball a distance of 5 yards before he can actively defend the player. During extra man-down face-offs, the penalized team may no longer bring a third player up to the midfield wing area. This provides the man-up team a 3-on-2 advantage. Officials are instructed to restart play quickly and not be too deliberate with the exact location of the violation. An unfair distance advantage gained by the team with the ball must occur to delay the restart. Here, the attacking team commits a warding foul. The defensive team picks up the ball and play is quickly restarted by the official. When the ball is awarded to the offensive team in the attack area, the ball shall be restarted outside of the attack area. The offensive team is responsible for moving the ball outside the area and is allowed one pass to do so. A player may run the ball outside the area. It is no longer required that the ball be moved laterally outside the attack area. In this clip, the defending team is called for a violation near the goal. The attacking player in white quickly picks up the ball and passes it to a teammate outside of the attack area where play is restarted. Note that the ball does not need to be moved laterally for the restart. This clip shows an attacking player stepping into the crease before shooting the ball into the goal. The goalkeeper picks up the ball, and the officials quickly restart play after vocalizing that the goal does not count. Play is quickly restarted. A special note to officials here. While play should be started quickly, officials are still encouraged to stop play and discuss critical calls when needed. In this clip, the call was clear and definitive by both officials, so a quick restart was properly administered. On restarts where the ball goes out of bounds, the player who is awarded the ball cannot get a running start while out of bounds. He must establish himself inbounds prior to the official blowing the whistle. This clip is a good example of how to properly administer this restart. The official shall position himself at the location where the restart is to take place. Here, the ball goes out of bounds at midfield. The team in gold is awarded the ball. The player awarded the ball must pick up a ball and re-establish himself in the field before play will be restarted. This is an example of a shot that goes out of bounds on the end line. An attacking player picks up a ball and runs onto the field to start play. The official correctly stops the restart and forces the attacking player to be established. The second clip shows a similar play that is restarted properly by both the player and official. Here's a play where the offensive player wards off. In this situation, the player in gold is allowed to pick up the ball and get a running start. The white team player must give a 5-yard buffer before defending the player. Another rules change deals with the position of the goalkeeper when he leaves the crease and the ball is awarded to the opposing team. The goalkeeper is no longer given 5 seconds to return to the crease. Here, a shot goes out of bounds and the goalkeeper challenges for the ball on the end line. The official properly restarts play without giving the goalkeeper additional time to return to the goal cage. This play shows the white team clearing the ball and getting called for offside. The goalkeeper again is not given additional time to return to the cage. The offensive team must restart the ball outside of the attack area. The committee adjusted the stalling warning to include a mandate for a shot to be taken. The get it in, keep it in call has been removed. When a team is given a stall warning, the verbal command of timer on will be given, at which point a shot must be taken within 30 seconds. When the official's 20-second buzzer expires, an audible 10 seconds will occur, followed by a visible hand count. The count will be administered by the trail official, and there will not be a visible clock. The committee clarified that it is the responsibility of the team in possession to try to create a scoring opportunity. There are exceptions to this requirement. If the offensive team has the ball in the attack area and the defensive team is not playing the ball, a stall warning will not be issued until either 1. The defensive team attempts to play the ball, or 2. The offensive team brings the ball outside the attack area. However, a stall warning may be issued when the offensive team has the ball outside the attack area or below the goal line extended, regardless of whether the defensive team is playing the ball. A valid shot is defined as an attempt to score that is on goal. For example, a goal, saved by the goalkeeper, rebound off the goalkeeper, or carom off the goal cage. If the 30 seconds expires without a shot meeting these criteria, a whistle will sound and the ball will be awarded to the defensive team. A shot that satisfies the shot requirement and is repossessed by the team on offense nullifies the stall warning, and the game continues under normal procedures. During timer-on situations, when a shot goes out of bounds and the offensive team maintains possession, the following will occur. With more than 10 seconds remaining on the count, the timer continues to run and the procedure continues. If the timer expires while play has been suspended, a 10-second count will be administered beginning on the restart. With less than 10 seconds remaining on the count, the official shall hold the count during suspension of play and continue the count on the restart. The official shall communicate the amount of time remaining prior to the restart. During a timer-on situation, if a flag is thrown, slow whistle, the 30-second count will be nullified. Stalling will not be called on either team during a man-up advantage. Here's a play where the stalling warning is on and a loose ball push creates a play-on situation. There is a change of possession which causes a stoppage of play. On the restart, the timer is reset. In this clip, a stalling warning is put on and a loose ball push creates a play-on situation. The offensive team regains possession and the timer is reset without a stoppage.
Play on! Reset!
Here the stall warning is put on and there is a slash to the head of the player in goal. A flag goes down and the timer is reset. In this sequence, a stall warning has not been issued. As play continues, a flag goes down for a slash. Note that the team in goal is no longer required to keep the ball in the attack area on flag down situations. The goal team does not make an attempt to create a scoring opportunity, and the officials put on a stall warning. If the offensive team calls a timeout during a timer-on situation and there are more than 10 seconds remaining in the count, the timer will be set to 10 seconds on the restart. If there are fewer than 10 seconds on the timer when the timeout is called, the count will continue from the point where it was stopped at the timeout. If the defensive team calls timeout, the timer will be reset to 30 seconds on the restart. Here is an example where the white team has been warned for stalling. After running some offense, the white team calls timeout with 7 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
Timeout, white!
Timeout, white!
When play is restarted, officials will start the count at 7. In this play, a stall warning is issued to the team in white, and the team quickly calls timeout. When play is restarted, the timer will be set at 10 seconds.
Timer!
This sequence shows a stall warning being issued to the white team. Play continues, and a shot is taken that misses the cage and goes out of bounds on the end line. At the stoppage, the defensive team calls timeout.
Timeout, goal. Timeout, goal.
On the restart, the timer is reset to 30 seconds, and the stall warning remains in effect. When the ball returns to the defensive half and the offensive team regains possession, a stall warning will be administered, and the team has 30 seconds to satisfy the shot requirement. These clips all illustrate cross-checking, where the player thrusts the stick into his opponent. This illegal tactic has become more prevalent in the game. The committee is instructing officials to penalize these fouls as 1-minute non-releasable penalties. The committee clarified wording for its rule relating to contact to the head, removing any reference to a deliberate action being required for this foul to be enforced. As a reminder, not all significant contact should be penalized. Body checking remains a legal part of the game. When penalizing fouls for contact to the head or neck, officials are encouraged to come together and communicate before determining the proper penalty. Without question, these are difficult calls, and there is a fine line between clean, hard, legal checks and the illegal contact. Where contact is against a defenseless player late or in the head and neck area, officials are instructed to err on the side of safety. That said, not all significant contact should be a penalty. This clip shows a foul for contact to the head and neck area. It seems clear that the player in white was not intentionally targeting the head, but this is properly called as a foul. This is an excellent example of a high hit by the player in red. Clearly there is contact to the head, and this foul must be called.
Cross-check, 1 minute.
This is an example of a hit that is late to a vulnerable player.
Fouls on blue. 4-0, 1 minute, illegal.
Another important piece of our rules relates to being properly equipped during play. This is a great example of the officiating crew being alert, stopping play, and having the player in black properly snap his chin strap.
Side, 3-4.
On this play, the player in black attempts to set a back pick on the on-ball defender. Note how the player setting the pick moves his hips and makes contact while engaging the defender. Although subtle, this should have been whistled as a moving pick. This example shows an off-ball player in black setting a pick and slip on the defender playing the ball. Because the white defender gets through cleanly, this play is legal. Should the defender have been impeded in any way by the player in black setting this type of pick, the play should have been whistled as a moving pick. On this play, watch the good, clean inside action between the defender in white and the offensive player in black. As the attacking player moves toward the ball, as he is allowed to do, the defender reluctantly gives ground. This is off-ball equal pressure, give and take. Should the offensive player have pushed off to get free, it would have been a moving pick. On the other hand, if the defensive player had restrained the opponent from moving, flag down, slow whistle, interference. This sequence shows very good mechanics by the officials on the goal line. As play continues, both officials have a clear view of the goal mouth area, excellent work, and crisp, clear signals on the goal. This play at the goal crease is well covered by the crew. The far side official could have reacted a bit more quickly, but generally this is good coverage, and the lead makes a clear, definitive call for the crease violation. In this play, the lead official establishes nice position here at the goal. The trail official has any out-of-bounds responsibility. Good mechanics. A question on this play, however. Was the white team guilty of a crease violation? Here is a great example of the realities of our game today and what we love about the sport. It underscores the challenges of covering a large field from an officiating perspective. The crew does the best job they can. The key point here for officials is to make every effort to anticipate the play and hustle to get to the best position to manage the game. Here, an official goes from lead to trail and back to lead in about 20 seconds with scoring chances at both ends. The committee remains concerned that in some areas there is inappropriate sideline behavior in NCAA lacrosse contests. The committee asks coaches, players, officials, and administrators to conduct themselves in an appropriate and professional manner. Thank you for viewing this video. We hope it will be helpful to you as you prepare for the season. Thank you and good luck.
It's got a little bit of play in it, not too much. And then this third one is actually very loose compared to what I normally would do. As you can see,